Okay, quick disclaimer before we get started. The Blocmates podcast is for entertainment and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. The information and opinions expressed on the podcast are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Blocmates or its affiliates. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Blocmates and its affiliates are not liable for any losses or damages incurred as a result of the reliance on the information or opinions expressed on this podcast.
Good morning.
GM.
Morning, lads. We are on a race against time here. We're not really, but we every morning I do try and get through these as quick as we can because we've never once got it all packed into the 15 minutes that we promise it to be. 15,
I think we initially said 10 as well, didn't we?
Me and Grant got it in. Me and Grant did get it in. So reading between the lines.
Yeah, I talk too much shit. All right then, Mike, shut the fuck up. Prices and flows. Bitcoin is down 1.1% at 30,400 at the time of reading. We've got ETH 1,873, also down 1%. Total market cap is up 1.23 trillion. Appreciate the red and green color codes there, lads, after Tuesday. I know it wasn't you. Binance inflows over the past 24 hours, minus 65 million, and fear and greed index is down to 57. That's minus 11% overnight. That's green, to be fair, but I'm not going to be too pedantic. Anything to say about them before we move to the biggest winners and losers?
I suppose we will recap them in the news bit, I think, so should be good.
Yeah. Okay, we will keep rolling. So in the biggest winners, we've got Unibot at $57. So that's up 33.6%. Just $1,000.
Yeah, this is of the three positions we're about to talk about, this is the one that I don't have. So I'm just going to put that out as a disclaimer before anyone says I'm showing something. I'll be completely transparent. I've missed this one, but I managed to capture the other two. But yeah, this is really impressive because there's a similar one called Maestro that's been like recording like really stupidly high revenue figures, and Unibot's coming in. It's a Telegram trading bot for anyone who doesn't know, so you can effectively trade directly out of Telegram, which obviously removes any friction. Really good product. Seems to just come out of nowhere, really, which is another thing that's really impressive about it. I think all of the circulating supply is out on the market as well at 57 million. But there's been... Mike, did you know anything about this CoinGecko and Cointelegraph piece? Because I missed that bit. If they just kind of partnered with them or...
Yeah, they've just partnered with them, and I guess that was probably why you've seen such a significant pump over the last 24 hours, probably attributed to that, to be honest, as well as what you're going to go into right now, I guess.
Yeah, so they're covering the kind of... They're getting the BD stuff done with CoinGecko or Cointelegraph. I think they've also partnered with Dopex for being able to buy and sell options within the bot as well, but I need to have a little bit a further look into how that's actually going to work. But the real takeaway for me is if you look on DeFi Llama, that it's just completely up and to the right with regards to revenue and fees. And over the past 24 hours, it's hit $86,000 in revenue, which if you look at if you sort by daily fees on DeFi Llama, that's one place above GMX. So it's past GMX revenues over 24 hours. It's above Aave. It's above Avalanche, which is a full L1. So I don't know what that says about Avalanche. And it's above like Kane's network. And it's only one place behind PancakeSwap. And I think it's about around a 10K difference. And obviously things go up and down. But it's making some serious moves. And at like 57 million, yeah, it's very hot at the minute. It might be a little bit frothy, but it's definitely something to kind of keep an eye on, I think.
Yeah, I think it just launched out of nowhere, really. It was like literally just like sort of self-launch when I saw it at $3, and obviously I didn't buy it again.
That's we were saying about our author profiles and team profiles on the new website. Well, that's what you need. Well, you've had a few howlers, Mikey. We need to put your full discography of howlers on your profile.
Yeah, don't want to know them.
I don't even want to go into it. I don't even want to go into it. Grant just gatekeeps his moves these days. You think because we talk to each other all day, every day, we get in on him, but we don't.
He moves too quick.
Yeah.
Grant loves the rotation, man. Like, he can't keep up with Grant's rotation.
He moves far too quick. And yeah, so straight into the next one. So Rollbit, 73 cents, up 17.7% on the day. Who do you want? Who wants to take that one?
These are all Grant.
All Grant, yeah, no surprise.
It's because 66.66% of them are positions I've got. So I'm going to dump on everyone who's listening to this. No, I'm not. So yeah, the Rollbit's quite a divisive one. People are very, very salty about the partnerships that they're striking with some of the largest figures in the space. I can't believe they managed to get Hasaka on. They must be paying some serious money for someone to kind of risk. I don't really see it as a risk of reputation. Like, if someone dropped into my messages and they said they're going to pay us over like $1 million a year towards a business, I'd be like, yeah, fucking do it.
Absolutely.
So if you're listening, DMs are open.
But don't ask us about KPIs.
Don't ask about KPIs. But no, it's quite divisive. I think people are very, very salty when they see others getting paid and they're not. In my opinion, just corp harder. It's a crypto casino, and I think it's the closest thing that resembles stake.com. And if you look at what stake.com have done, like, I think Drake's like their largest ambassador, and they kind of give him paper money to play about with all the time, and like Connor and Paddy and loads of other people like that. So, but I was looking at stake.com revenue figures. It's really difficult to work out what the company valuation was because it's still private. But last year, stake.com did 2.6 billion in revenue. So if you're taking like a 10x multiple on that, it could be anywhere from 26 to 30 billion, like market cap as a company if you wanted to sell it privately. Obviously, it's coming under a lot of regulatory scrutiny because I think they're a little bit funky. And he's another one of those crypto related founders that's went and bought a huge mansion in Australia, I think. So always want to keep an eye on. But Rollbit, 240 million. It's definitely improved price action wise based off moving primarily from Solana to Ethereum. I don't think it necessarily matters it definitely matters where the token is traded, but it's not as if like the platform itself is built on either one of these networks, because it's definitely more of a centralized casino, which I could imagine probably will start to look like an exchange as well, particularly with the tier one landscape of exchanges definitely going to get shaken up this year and over the next 18 months, I think. So again, just want to keep an eye on if they've got enough money to be thrown around. I think they're going to release their revenue figures soon by the looks of it as well. And if there's any kind of rev share back to Rollbit holders, then things get very, very, very spicy indeed.
I was going to say there was one tweet I saw, and it was from Barney the Boy, and it was about Gainsey. So does Gainsey use Rollbit? Because if he does, Jesus Christ, I saw his wagered bets for the year, and it was from Barney the Boy, and it was like 450 million.
I do love.
And he was like, "What can I say? I just love to bet." And so I don't know if it was on. I don't know if it was on Rollbit, but I think
it will have been. It was. He was like the first one that took like the partnership deal, and like he's helped it get to where it is kind of now. Then they took on Sisyphus, and then they took on Hasaka, and there's gonna be more.
Yeah,
it just is.
Yeah, I do.
And
love
if they're churning out like 7-figure deals, maybe even more. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what the numbers are, but.
Yeah, so if that's the case, if that's the case in terms of, I don't know what that equates to revenue if it's just wagered, but Jesus Christ, he could be doing up to a quarter of stakes revenue there.
So
one person.
I saw a tweet a few months ago that he put out where he had some like wild footy bet on, and it was never coming in a million years. I can't remember what it was. He was fucking fuming. He was like waiting for like a 93rd minute winner, and he was like, "Fuck soccer." Like, love how like all these.
I think it was like a Champions League game or something.
Yeah, it was. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But he's
got a gambling Discord as well. That's fucking entertaining.
The two are hand in hand, aren't they? But I didn't realize that because Stake.com are the main like partner for Everton, so I didn't realize that they had like a big kind of connection to crypto betting. To be fair,
well, yeah, you can deposit like USDC, Bitcoin, ETH, maybe a few other assets as well. But I think what's funny is the not to get onto a football podcast or anything, but Chelsea's shirt sponsor hasn't really been confirmed yet. And there was rumours that the stake.com deal fell through with Chelsea because the Premier League they must be already in a contract with Everton that's been signed off. But I think the Premier League are putting a stop to it now. So
yeah, it might be like conflict of interest as well with all the other like betting companies and like TV licensing and everything like that.
No, because betting and stuff, because they pay so much money, is rife in like media partnerships, sponsorships. But the crypto link is interesting because we've talked about it loads, haven't we, with OKX and City and stuff. So I don't know. I wonder whether they were using that more as like a Trojan horse to kind of. I just didn't realize that it was that you could kind of it offered that sort of service. To be fair,
like look at FTX. They started buying up like
stadiums and
shit. Yeah. It's like there's a middle of that Venn diagram that people like to take a punt, and everyone who goes to the football likes to punt, and like other sport, it's like
100%.
It's the same pig, different lipstick. So
that's a good thing. Yeah, if the money's there, it'll be greenlit. Fundamentally, I don't care what anyone says in any industry. But yeah, again, sorry. DMT is the last one we have as biggest winners at $37, 19.6%. Another one touching on.
I'll just blitz through this so we can get onto a little bit of the newsy stuff. I'll just pump some more of my bags as well. But this is kind of looking like it's moving alongside Rollbit and also Unibot. So these kind of three new innovative novel products that the best ones always get born in the bear market. So yeah, it's really, really good. There's loads of like old school arcade games. People can wager on it and stuff like that. Really, really good memes. I like that they call themselves a corp, like a corporation as well. And they say that you have to buy DMT shares, which is fucking hilarious. But yeah, I'd keep an eye on this. It had a bit of a funny start. There was a couple of weird staking contracts that got some bugs that could have written the project off twice in a row. But, it seems to have rebounded really, really well. So I'm keeping a close eye on it.
When did you spot this one, Grant?
So I spotted this as well, but I just ignored it again because it tried to kill itself twice.
I swear to God, Mike sees everything and actions very little.
None of it. Yeah, just because my brain has too much in it, and I just go, oh God. I'm sure this may be in Gainsey as well because he was wagering loads on CoinFlip. So that might have been DMT.
Fucking hell. Losers, there isn't really any. There is a lot, but there's not anything worthwhile to talk about. There are just a lot of like Ponzi tokens that, Pepe 2.0 is down, so like that's just fucking play with feathers, get your ass tickled.
Yeah, that meta's like a weird one. Like there's just been loads of 2.0s flying out the gates, but I don't think anything much has took hold there. It's been pretty much pump and dump throughout, I think. And even everyone on in terms of like CT and like everyone else I've seen speaking about it's just saying it's such like a strange and just drawn out waste of a meta sort of thing for like shit coins and meme coins. So yeah, I don't think it'll last.
We do have this tweet to pull up as well, but I also completely forgot the context.
Oh, it was about the Bitcoin movement.
We were rattling through stuff and talking about sports betting, and I was like,
it's a bit of a beeline, really. So this comes out of the news yesterday, I guess. Like we saw CPI from the macro aspect, and that was lower than expected. We saw quite a bit of volatility with Bitcoin there, where initially we dumped and then we pumped back up. And I think then we are now back down of where we came from, really. And there was this bit of news that came out really with the DOJ moving Bitcoin again from the Mt. Gox hack. So do you want to cover that, Grant, or what's the crack?
Yeah, I think people I think you're going to just see this really, really flatline price action until it's kind of confirmed where those destination addresses were for. Where it actually is distributed to, and like it's been split up into like a shit ton of wallets, and it's a serious amount. And if it gets, can't imagine this sort of stuff just gets sold into any kind of liquidity book over time, or like gets handed over to a market maker. This seems to be like it should be an OTC deal. Like if anyone's out there to purchase it, we need to put the Michael Saylor bat signal up, but it's just so weird. Like they see CPI comes in, everything looks really, really, really good. Looks like it's about to break like such a long-term resistance that everyone's been keeping their eye on, and then like Mt. Gox Bitcoin moves. It's like
everyone shits the bed. To be fair, it's even like we've obviously seen a lot of volatility, and even through that last night, there wasn't as much as what we've seen previously. We're still just stuck in that range really, where we, in terms of which direction we're going, it just seems that we're going to be stuck there forever.
Feels a bit like the Twilight Zone, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, we're just back from where we started.
Yeah, but that's 15 minutes and 19 seconds, so I'm going to end it there.
Oh, right, cheers.
See ya.